With just under 2 weeks until the Olympics of kapa haka, Te Matatini 2023, Whakaata Māori will be showcasing another amazing season of Hakapedia on our Māori Plus app from today. Hakapedia is the only game show worldwide with kapa haka at the forefront, where haka fans or haka nuts get to compete against haka experts using their knowledge on everything kapa haka. Presenter of Hakapedia, Te Aorere Pewhairangi no Ngāti Porou is with us now. Tēnā koe ahoa, thanks for joining us.
Ai, tēnā koe, o tira tēnā koutou.
Now, Series 1 of Hakapedia was a big hit last year. Were you surprised by the amount of information that haka fans showed, even listening to the strum of a guitar from a group and knowing immediately what waiata that comes from?
Yeah, it was incredible, bro. Yeah, like you said, there's a segment in there where, you know, we play the first 3 seconds of a song and it's usually just like a chigging and chink. And then, you know, at least 2 of the 3 contestants buzz in and they know they can say Waka Huia 1996 whakaeke. It's amazing how much people actually know about kapa haka. It's, which makes for a cool show.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that the interest in kapa haka is increasing. So what do you feel draws haka fans or haka nuts to kapa haka? Is this a more recent thing in your experience, or has this healthy obsession been happening for years?
Yeah, that's a really good question, like what draws people to kapa haka. I had a quick think about it, and I think kapa haka encapsulates a lot of different things. For some, they like the health and fitness journey of it. Mm-hmm. For some, they like kapa haka. For some, they are competition. For some, they like whakangaho. For others, kapa haka is the vehicle that helps people to reconnect to their marae, to learn their tikanga, to learn their reo. And for others, you know, some people like the musical aspect of kapa haka. So I think that's what draws people in, is the various different aspects of kapa haka. You might not like one thing, but, you know, you love a couple other things, and that's what really gets people into it.
Yeah, well, last year we saw Te Huia Rupitini from the kapa haka group Tūhoirangi Ngāti Wāhio take out Hakapedia. What can we expect in this new series of Hakapedia?
Yeah, I think after the first series, there was huge interest for the second series, and a lot of weta and noke came out of their rua and said, you know, they wanted to be a part of it. So this year, we have more haka freaks and haka nuts out there competing. So we had to make the questions a little bit harder. And with the questions being harder, it made it more entertaining, and it made, you know, it meant some people got it wrong. For example, I'll give you a bit of a hint of, you know, what's to expect. For one of the 3-second clips, it was one of our contestants was the soloist in that waiata.
Oh, wow.
And they still didn't get it. So that was a bit of a crack up, and there are heaps of little cool little moments like that, because a lot of the haka nuts are performers themselves.
Te Aorere, what advice would you give to those keen on competing in Hakapedia, and what could they potentially win if they're successful?
Yeah, well, we're on social media, so reach out to our Instagram pages, to get involved. And, well, there's 2 things you can win. One is cash. You know, the more answers you get right, the more money you go away with. But I think the biggest one for people is bragging rights. As Māori, we're naturally competitive people, and to kind of come away and say, yeah, I'm the person who knows the most about kapa haka, is, I guess, pretty special.
Before you go, help us to understand what you might have learnt by presenting and hosting Hakapedia.
Yeah, bro, I'll come clean. I'll tell you the truth. I wasn't the original presenter. It was actually Nepia who was supposed to do it, but he got COVID just before shooting the first season. And they rang me up, the producers rang me up. They said, we've called 74 other people. They're not available. You're the 75th. So I'm not a haka expert myself, bro. But luckily enough, as a presenter, all I have to do is ask the questions and say whether or not, the answer is right or wrong.
Yeah.
But what I've learned is that there's so many people who know about kapa haka, and so many people who just live and breathe it. They wake up every morning, they chuck kapa haka on before they get their day started, or it's playing in the background all day while they're doing things, which
Yeah,
is
I
cool.
I have it at my whare too. It's in the background all the time.
Yeah. So it's been a cool experience, and it's exciting that this is dropping today. As we whakatata atu to Te Matatini, as you said, the Olympics of kapa haka.
Well, it's amazing, and you are the presenter of Hakapedia. Sorry about it. Te aore ne te whairangi. Thank you so much for joining us today, and look forward to seeing the show leading up to Te Matatini 2023. Ngā mihi.
Tēnā koe.